Thank you, Stan. Thank you very much. Did you ever stop and think, gang, that we have two coaches up here who've won national championships sitting side by side? I want you to know I am privileged just to be here. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And Foge, where's Foge? Hey, Foge, I know a couple guys you tried to recruit that thought Pittsburgh started with a T. See, hooting on my guys at West Virginia. Can you believe that from a Pitt guy? Holy calamity. You know, I got a tough job. Carla, Jimmy's wife, I said, Carla, tell me something good about Jimmy since he left West Virginia. She looked at me and she says, Coach, you got a tough job tonight. So here we go, Jimmy. But you know, I first ran into Jimmy Merritts, I believe it was around the spring practice of 1981, and Billy Kurlavich, who coached the defensive line and recruited Eastern PA, said, Coach, we got a letter from a kid from Connecticut by the name of Jimmy Merritts. He wants to transfer. I said, Billy, Connecticut hasn't won 3 games in 10 years. I said, tell me about him. Did he play? He said, he's got a bad knee. I said, he played for Connecticut, and he's got a bad knee, wants to transfer to West Virginia. I said, Bill, does he want a scholarship? He says, yeah, he wants a scholarship. I said, Bill, I may be crazy, but I'm not nuts. I said, I'm not going to give this kid a scholarship. He says, well, what should I tell him? I said, well, tell him we'd like to have him, but he's going to have to be a walk-on, and he can work out in the winter program and go through spring football, and if he's good enough, we'll give him a grant at the end of spring ball. Little did I know, this guy made me eat my words. During the winter, when recruiting was over, we would always meet as a coaching staff, and Al Johnson and Dave Van Hallinger, who ran our strength program, would always mention Jimmy Merritts. Coach, this new kid, he's tough. He's committed. He's disciplined. I can't believe it. He's almost up to 400 pounds on the bench. I said, you got to be kidding me. He said, no, I'm telling you, the kid's got something. And I didn't know him. I knew he had a butch haircut. Jimmy, you haven't got any better looking. He looks about the same. But anyhow, we start spring practice. After every practice, Billy Kurlavich says, Coach, this Merritts kid's pretty good. He's pretty good. He said, he's going to end up either our starting nose guard or he's going to be in our top 4 rotation. I'm saying, oh, brother, this guy couldn't make Connecticut's team. He's got a bad knee, and he's going to start for us. I said, we got major problems at West Virginia. Little did I know. He comes out of spring practice. He was a starter, did a great job for us. The first football game he ever played in was probably the biggest victory we ever had. In 1982, we opened up with Oklahoma in Norman, and we ended up winning that game. I think the score, what was it, Jimmy, 42-27, something like that? And I remember we were not supposed to lose. We were supposed to get beat by 50 points. And, you know, whenever Oklahoma scores a touchdown, that horse runs out and carries that Sooner wagon. I told our players, let's not kill that damn horse today. You know, I didn't want to kill that horse. But anyhow, I also told them, hey, gang, we're going to whip this football team. If we go in at halftime, no more than 10 down, we'll beat them in the 4th quarter. And we went in at halftime, I think, 1 up. And these kids were going crazy, beating their helmets against the lockers. Said, Coach, we got him, we got him. I'm saying, oh, brother. And we did. But anyhow, Jimmy Merritts was very, very big surprise to me and ended up being a great football player. And, you know, as a coach, you know, you always have talented guys, but Jimmy had something about him that rubbed off on the rest of the football team. He had that look in his eye, that grin. He liked to play. He came early and he stayed late, and he was fun. He was contagious. He was a lot of fun to coach, and I want you to know we were very, very pleased to have this guy transfer from Connecticut because he turned out to be a great player. And as a student, he has 2 degrees. He graduated, and then he got his master's degree in safety management, and he has a great job right now. And I want you to know, Jimmy, all of them in Mountaineer country love you, and I want you to know I love you, big guy. Glad to be here, and you deserve this honor. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy Merritts.